EMI formed a subsidiary in the shape of Harvest Records, and Pink Floyd moved sideways to join the new label. Considered a great pioneer at the time, Harvest Records also had Roy Harper, the new solo Syd Barrett, and Deep Purple on its books. Floyd's first release on Harvest was Ummagumma, released just 3 months after More on October the 25th, 1969. This highly adventurous double album clearly cemented the band's cult status at the time, and unlike future releases, certainly conveys a spirit of adventure and optimism. The first side of the LP was a set of live tracks, recorded at two of Floyd's preferred venues, the Mothers Club in Birmingham and the Chamber of Commerce in Manchester, both in England. The second record was recorded in the studio, at the same time as Syd Barrett was attempting to record his first solo, the poignantly titled The Madcap Laughs, which is partly produced by Dave Gilmour and Roger Waters. The idea for the second part of Ummagumma was that each group member was given half a side of vinyl each to fill. Let's hear once again from Glenn Povey and Richard Allen.
With the advent of Ummagumma, it had a completely different direction altogether.
Ummagumma is like crossroads really for them.
I think it's interesting that you've got an album that's divided into a live portion, and you've got an album that's divided into quarters for solo pieces. But I don't think it works that well.
It's almost like they're experimenting.
But trying too hard at it, I think. And I think it shows that the individual members don't work as well as they do as a cohesive unit working together.
The standout track on the album was probably A Saucer Full of Secrets, and continuing the fragmentation is actually divided into 4 parts. It is often mooted that one of the main considerations behind making all 4 band members contribute individually was to make sure that the royalties were evenly split. The album proved popular though, reaching number 5 in the UK charts. However, with this commercial success, confusion now centred on whether they were still an underground band or not, something that caused Rick Wright and the rest of the band some consternation.
We're against classifications like underground, which is a rather meaningless phrase, because underground used to mean uncommercial, and it no longer means that, because underground is now commercial. Commercial means we're saleable. We have a commodity to offer which people will buy.
You say commercial.